They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry now for David Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. And off comes to Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Snell, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Side complete to Keenan Allen. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And across the choke, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Mariota. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And Lance now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage.
Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, Lance. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Lance looking to throw it. Able to connect with Mims. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught by Callaway. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. The shotgun. It's Mariota. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game, so I've heard that he spent more time.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Mayfield on play action. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
And Lance going to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Denzel Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners continue to pull. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play fake, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And
he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. Buying time to his left. We'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt, but he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sheds off the tackle. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Quez Watkins, 56 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now is Lance. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them. From locking down a game, right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On first down, here's Breida. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Montgomery. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Buddy Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Got some room at the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Here's Baker. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the victory here for San Francisco and this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in.